Yo, what's going on, everyone? Tekken 8's coming. Well excited for it. I've already seen the trailer for this, so I've already spoiled myself. I saw the main man watching it this morning, and I was like, oh my god, I can't fucking believe it. They've released a Kazuya trailer. I thought it was fake at first. I thought it was someone who just made it up. But it was actually, no, this is official. They just dropped it. And I really hope they continue to do this, that they continue dropping these trailers like this, because I won't go too much into depth of it. I just wanted to kind of record and give my thoughts on it. I've not talked about Tekken 8 yet and how I feel about it, but like as we're going through the video, I'll pause at a point and I'll say what I think about the systems in it, and that's kind of my whole thoughts and feelings on it at the moment. But yeah, it's all positive, to be honest. I'm so excited. So yeah, let's watch.
Ready for the next battle! Tekken 8!
I will say, right, the guy's voice, the Tekken 8, I love it. I love his voice. I don't know, I just think it's really cool. Like the way he's so enthusiastic about it. And he says to everyone's name. And the main man said this as well, but look at this Kazuya splash art. This is like, I mean, this is obviously good. This has got to be a splash art for the game, but I mean, look at him. He's like, it looks phenomenal. It looks absolutely phenomenal. There's nothing wrong, like there's nothing negative you can say. He looks incredible. Looks absolutely incredible. So good, so good. Like, oh god. And I'm not a Kazuya main. Like, I played a lot. I was mainly Lars, Marduk, and played a lot of Gigas as well. I really enjoyed Gigas when I first played the game, because I just enjoyed like that big beef. I like the big beefy characters. I've always loved the machiners, but I've never been really good at doing Electric and Godfist. But yeah, seeing this has got me hopeful that maybe I could try and pick up a Kazuya or maybe a Jin again, or maybe even like, you know, any other machine. But definitely going back to Lars 100%, because he's going to be a beast in this.
New challenger! Kazuya Neshima!
茶番は終わりだ。
Right, so while we're on the topic of like just the movement and stuff, heat system, I love it. Heat dash, love it. Heat burst, heat cancels, anything the heat moves, anything to do with heat. Chef's kiss. I think Tekken needed something like this, because we had like obviously rage arts and rage drives, but some of them were so underwhelming. Like, it was so underwhelming, and it just didn't like fulfill. I don't think they fulfilled the fantasy of like a fighter being transcending kind of like, you know, that kind of like that space of like, oh, you know, he's you know, you've got like Kazuya and Jin, obviously, like, you know, with the devil gene, but you know, for me, this Tekken 8, like it's that next step in their evolution of these fights, and we've been fighting like since, you know, back in the 90s or whatever, and like, you know, these characters have just, you know, they've evolved throughout all the games, and now it's time in Tekken 8 they finally hit that point where they're like, they've achieved. I mean, when I saw the heat system, it's like a bunkai state. They've gone bunkai, like, they just released their spiritual energy. You know, obviously it's called heat in this, but it's like some spirit pressure. Because I've been watching a lot of Bleach again, but they're like they're just going into full bunkai mode, releasing their spirit energy, and they're going crazy, busting out their big moves. You know, and it just fits it fits so perfectly. Every character in this should at this point be like at that next step of evolution. They've just regained that kind of higher level of training, proper anime style, and I love it. I'm a fan of anime, so I love that kind of transition. And yeah, I'm a big fan of the heat system and all that, and I think it's a fantastic addition, and I'm really pleased to see it, because it makes me think about all the characters that I never tried in Tekken 7, because thematically I didn't find them interesting. Moveset wise, it was like, they're bad because they don't have these frames, those frames, they don't play like this, that. They're not good as, say, like, obviously he's the big kind of standard Akuma, you know, like he kind of dominated Geese, things like that. You know, you get characters like a Noctis coming in, you get characters like a Negan coming in, and you think, oh, how are they going to play it, but they're going to be really good. And yeah, people do take them to that kind of level, but you never get like kind of that you know, tournament level. You never sit there watching a tournament and think, oh, here's a Noctis consistently, here's a Negan consistently. It's always either like, and this is not Noct, this is just me being honest, it's always kind of like Akuma's mainly. Unless someone really tries to break the mold, who's a really skilled player, really excellent player, like recently, like Eddie Gordo's coming out. We had who else? We had a Lars come out, stuff like that. You know, but it's like these are pocket picks. They're not kind of power picks. You know, they're not picking them because, you know, they're like oosh. You know, this is like they're just being picked because it's like my main's not working. Let's go to this pick no one ever sees. That's how I feel about it anyway. That's my opinion. But you know, with Tekken 8, I feel like every character's gonna be viable. Every character's gonna have a chance to shine. And what's really gonna come through is the understanding of the heat system, the understanding of like the new battle systems, the way they move and the techniques, and combine all those things together. That's what's gonna make Tekken 8 define itself. Is this new system? So I'm all for it.
俺は全てを支配する
A lot's been said as well about like the sparks and the lighting and stuff. I'm probably in the camp of like kind of like it is quite kind of in your face, kind of daunting at some point. Some characters really like, well, most of it so far, pardon me, most of them quite like explode in your face. But I think like, to be honest with you, like I like it's like the thematic of power and aggression. Like the word for the game is aggressive, so I guess it's that kind of aggressive lighting, that aggressive power. I really like that, but yeah, I mean, if there's an option to tone it down, then yeah, I'm all for that as well. I mean, you want to kind of lower the tone a bit so you can see moves connect and you can see how the characters move, then I'm cool with that. You know, I wouldn't want it to be for anything other than kind of appreciating the beauty of the characters and models and the movements. I don't want it to be some sort of thing where I'm going to turn the settings off because I can't see frame 12 or frame 11 or whatever, or frame 8 or something. It'll be, you know, that's not interesting. I want to see the characters and models. I want to see how they move and how they, you know, how they connect with each other. That's the main thing. I don't care about. For me, frames have never been a big thing. I can never really care about frame data and stuff. I know it's important in fighters, but for me, it's all about connecting with a character and being so interested in their, you know, their lore and their kind of history and their build up. You know, that's why Kazuya, Jin, you know, are fan favorites and things like that. You know, you've got these other characters that are fan favorites, like King, for instance. He's, you know, Armor King. Everyone loves Armor King, you know, and King, and they're just fan favorites because they're just these characters you followed their evolution and just want to get better and better with each iteration of the game. And I think Tekken is going to put everybody on that pedestal. Everyone's going to get the shine, so it's really good. But yeah, lighting stuff and that, you know, I'm in the camp of I like it, but you know, I'm all for like turning it off or turning it down. That devil parry though, I mean, that is a monstrous devil parry. He goes to that forward 4, I think it is. And he just gets devil. I think it's a forward 4, but he goes devil parried hard. Amazing. Back a bit quickly. Let's just see that again. Doom, and that's the anime. That's fucking it. Let's be honest. Axe kick from hell, man. And he just obliterates, puts him in the ground, and then just everything just rises up around him. They just made a crater with that power, that devil power. Oh, so good, so good. Those Mishima mains are eating good tonight, man. Those Mishima mains are eating good tonight. That was a tasty trailer, and Kazuya looks incredible. I'm so excited for Tekken 8. And like I said in my video, I've posted another video on the channel talking about my sort of going forward. I'm going into the Tekken 8 realm and Project L realm, stuff like that. So I'm really excited to see more from Tekken 8. I'm so excited. I'm so enthusiastic. I will be streaming Tekken 8. I won't be streaming on Twitch though. Fingers crossed it's still around. I think it should be, but I'll probably be streaming on Kick. I'm going to transition over to Kick in that because a lot of my Twitch career was on Resident Evil there. So I didn't want to. I feel like if I go over to Kick, I can start a brand new chapter and it's a brand new place. And yeah, I won't have many people follow me because of the website being new and kind of just starting up. But I just feel like I'm restarting again, and I think I need a fresh kind of look and a fresh new kind of thematic. So it definitely kicks for me with Tekken 8 and then anything else I do in the future. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate it. If you enjoyed this trailer as much as I did, and I paused it throughout, but the link will be in the description below, where you can go check out on YouTube yourself. Thanks very much again. Subscribe if you want to see some more reactions to these trailers, things like that, and anything else I may put up on the channel. Really appreciate it. Anyone who stuck around this time in my absence. And take care of yourselves. Have a good day, and see you later.